we chuck in some body weight and some mobility work on a Wednesday. I think we've all got this same habit of, you know, smashing out the sessions and not thinking about recovery time. So I did put a post up, I think it was last night, in relation to, I've written something up about overtraining, which I'll put it in tonight. So rest is just as important, or a session, just like today. Keep moving and slow things down. Open up the joints, get the ligaments working. So that being said, I know I did put the session detail up on the page. So we're going to go into some mobility work first. So we'll do some thoracic rotations, some lateral reaches, and I've changed one of the movements. We're going to do some wrist mobility, obviously because we're doing a lot of press-ups this morning. So, and some knee rotations and some hip circles. So obviously something that we don't put in, especially in the classes before, or we don't cool down. So, you know, maybe take something from today and put into your own sessions after our sessions at 9:30 or even before. You can maybe try and look back at this video, and before we start at 9:30, definitely the first bit, get everything working, get everything warmed up, get your ligaments warmed up, get the joints moving. So what I want you to focus on is the movements, right, nice and controlled. We're not jumping around, we're not going mad. We're going to go through different planes of motion with the lunges, with the sagittal lunge, basically forward lunges, and then we're going to be going into frontal lunges, which is the side lunges, and then we're going to go into some transverse, which is the rotational lunges. And you may have to bear with me, because as you all know, I've been doing kind of bodybuilding style training, putting on a bit of weight, and I tried to do some stretching yesterday and I was a bit all over the shop. So we'll see how we go. So we're going to be hitting the legs on the first half, so A, B and C, and then we'll do some different styles of press-ups, and remember we're going to have mobility in with it as well. So the timing is going to be 45 seconds on, 15 off, 3 rounds of each circuit. So it's going to be 6, 12, 18, 24, 30. We've got 36 of the main part of the workout. We're going to have a warm-up, and then we're going to have a decompression. So we're going to be around about 45 minutes, guys. Okay? So let's get cracking. We're going to do 10 reps of each with our warm-up. So the first one, we're going to do some thoracic rotations, right? So we're going to warm up that middle of the back, get it moving. So hands together, right? So we're going to draw elbow, breathe out to the tension, come back in. That's 1, 2. So if I go from the side, hold, 3, 4. Really focus on twisting the hips. Keep your front, keep your feet pointing forward. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, into lateral reach. So one arm's going to come down to my opposite hip, arm's going to go over. Okay, so breathe out through that tension, push down, push your hip away, back. That's 2, 3, it's good. 4, 5, really stretch out through the lats. 6, 7, excuse me, faces. 8, 9, one more. 10. Okay, down to the floor, onto the knees. Wrist, so hands pointing forward. Right, get them underneath your chest. All I want to do is rock forward. Feel the stretch at the back of the wrist. 3, 2, 1. Turn to the side. Okay, now we're going to lean one side. Lean the other side. Okay, turn them opposite way. Now push back, lean your body weight backwards. So from here, lean back, keep the palms flat, really stretch up through the back of the wrist into the forearms. Good. Okay, now this was a horrible one. Hands down flat, and then try and bring the elbows together, keeping the hands flat to the floor. We'll do one more set. Forward, lean forward. Breathe out with that tension. Good. To the side. Push one side. Other side. Good. Hold. Hold. Good. And reverse. Good. That's it now. Push your bum back. Keep the palms flat. Feel that stretch. Good. Then onto flat. Try and lean your weight into it a bit. Because you don't want to be in pain. You just want to feel that bit of stretch. Good. Okay, up onto your feet. Okay, so we're going to go some knee rotations. Hands on the knees. Okay, so we're going to go move round 10 circles one way. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Really open up the ligaments. 1, other way. 2, 3, good. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, take it up into the hips. So big hip circles. So move round. 1, 2, 3, 4, good. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Other way. 1, 2, 3, 4, good. 5, 6, 7, 3 more, 8, 9, 10. Good, right, okay, there's our warm up. So if you want to stick some music on, guys, obviously in the back room with you, I'm not going to stick it up so loud so that I can talk to you while I'm doing it, so if you'll be able to hear me. So again, let's focus now. So first one, frontal lunge, and then we're going to go into a frog's pose. Okay, so I'll talk you through it as we're going. Time will be there. I'll be pulling these up and down. Okay, here we go. Let's go. So, frontal lunges. Oh, sorry, sagittal lunge. Like that. Squeeze here. Shin bone pointing straight up. Nice and controlled down. Deep movement. So from the side. Nice upright position. Drive off that. So heel contact first. Heel comes off last. Okay, going. There you go. Okay, so down. We've got child's pose, and then we're going to go up into a holding lunge, knee on the floor. Okay, so child's pose. Big deep breath. Up. Knee on the floor. Good. Squeeze that back leg, back glute. Back down. Up. Squeeze. So the knee that's on the floor, I want to be squeezing that glute now. Okay, so from the front, child's pose, deep breath. Squeeze. It's good. Keep going. Back down, child's pose, deep breath. Good. Back down. There you go. Back up. Back into our lunge. Let's go. Good. Making every rep count. Making sure we're getting that connection into what we're doing. Squeeze stomach. Good. Back down. Child's pose, up and squeeze. So my left knee on the floor, squeeze that glute, back down, deep breath in, breathe out, right knee on the floor, squeeze that glute, make the same side down. To the side. Good, well done. One more round. Come on, stay with me now. I know it's a little bit of a different session than what we normally do. But stay true to what we're doing. Stay focused. Let's go. Good. Back down. Squeeze. Squeeze. So feel all up into the quad, into the hip. Good, like that. Okay, so onto frontal lunge, and then we've got a frog's pose then. And with the frog's pose, we're going to hold it. Okay, so frontal lunge, guys. We lunge into the side. Okay, so lunge to the side. Both feet coming forwards, back nice and straight. focus on driving that hip glute down to work inside, drive off. Good. Down to a frog's pose. So, into, very similar to the child's pose. We're going to get our feet inside your feet flat. Push the knees out. Try and get them in together. The soles of the feet, heels touching. And then just push your bum down to your heels. And then stay here. If you can get down lower, push them apart. And then again, push the bum back. Because the more wider I go with my legs, the more I'm going to feel it into the groin. Hips having a stretch. Hold it there. In through the nose and out through the mouth. Good. Back in. Well done. Back to our frontal lunges. Okay, let's go. Both feet pointing forward. Good. Feet lunge. Opposite side. Don't let those feet point other than 12 o'clock. Now we're going to stay in that frontal plane. You can get deeper. Go as deep as you can. There's one leg. Good, back down. Again, you can go a little bit deeper. Legs apart. Inside the feet down, heel touching the floor. Wash your bum back. In through the nose. Out through the mouth. Again, remember, try and push your bum back deeper into the heels if you can. Great. This is about my range. Good. Back up. One more round. Let's go. So my last one up. Let's try that a little bit deeper. Still focusing on my feet. Coming forward. Half it, 120. Right in that zone. Good, back down. Let's go. Remember to get those heels connected, touching the floor, inside of the feet, all on the floor. Push your bum back. That was in higher now. It's good. Come on, over there. Good. Okay, so onto our transverse. So now we're going to be doing rotation. So this is our third plane. First plane sagittal, second plane frontal. Now transverse. So both feet pointing forward. Right leg, we're going to twist out to 5 o'clock. Drop into that lunge. Left foot pointing 12 o'clock. Drive back. 7 o'clock, left leg. It's alright for the foot to come up. Needs to still point forward to stay in that transverse plane. Actually feels nice. Okay, so into a scorpion lunge and reach. So we're going to go into a presser position. Okay, so here, right foot up to next to my right wrist. Let's go. Up. Here, draw the elbow up, reach, breathe out. Back to base. Other side. Good. There we go. Back to the start. Transverse. Let's go. Remember, right leg, 5 o'clock, left leg, 12 o'clock. Nice flat back. Good. We're done. Back down. Let's go. Lunge. Draw elbow up. Reach. Breathe out. Back down. Something that we put into our 15-6 program at the end of each session. We do a decompression. Like I said, beginning of the workout. You can do this every day. So beneficial to you. Which I lived on. Our last lockdown. Last round. Let's go. Remember that front leg should be locked out, guys. Nice and straight. Bodies are built to thousands of movements. We need to move. Not just be in that same thing, Same thing. Back in. Okay, let's go. Done. Okay, so we've got a minute, and I'm going into upper body. Okay, so upper body and mobility. So have a quick drink. So, with this one now, our first one, we're going to do deficit press-ups, okay? So, down slow, roll back up. We'll get the chest nice and open, stretched out. Then we're going to go into shoulder drops. So, first ones. Then we're going to go into a beast in and out press-ups. So, that beast position with lying scorpions. And then I've changed one from the session details for 15 seconds into a child's pose pull through press up. Okay, I'll talk you through it, and then a needle thread and reach. So here we go. First one, deficit press ups. Let's go. So here, right, slow as you can, all the way down, roll back up. Someone's trying to ring me. Here we go. Keep going. Roll up good. Okay, so there we're doing shoulder drops. Okay, so with this one, we're on our knees. We're gonna one hand out, go to the opposite side. So deep breath. Drop shoulder in. Other side. Remember to try and keep hips nice and high. Don't drop in the hips. Or just drop in the shoulder. Look away, palm flat. Good. Back to our press ups. Cals. Let's go. Slow. Remember, on your knees, if you have to, same thing. Keep the elbows tucked in. Yeah? Don't go out wide. Elbows tucked in. Draw them past those ribs. Try and keep your pelvis tucked under you. Not arch in the back. Under. Arms under the chest. Squeeze your bum. Roll up. Pelvis tucked in. Good. fitness up today. Let's go. Back in, shoulder drops. Drop, breathe out through the tension. Look away. Good. One more round. Go. Again, if you struggle with press-ups, guys, this is where you start with, which is deficits. Yeah, that eccentric phase. Eccentric, where the muscles are lengthening, means we're strengthening. Okay, those fibers under load, under tension. Here, control. Something maybe, but if you struggle with the press up, work on it with this little lockdown. Back into shoulder drops. Let's go. Breathe out. So a little progression from this would be just to roll over. But just stick to the shoulder drops for now. Right now. Good. Okay, on to the next one. So beast in and out press ups for lion scorpions. Right, so we're going to take this beast position, out, press up, in. Let's go. If you find it difficult, drop to the knees. Back, stay straight. Good. So lion, scorpions. So down flat. Right down. Reach. Push down here. Left leg over. Find the sole of your foot. Pull it to your bum. Breathe out. Palms down. Breathe out. Good. Hey. Movement. Good. Back to it. Beast in in and out press ups. Whew. Let's go. So knees close to the wrist, out, squeeze stomach, press. Good enough. Back into lying scorpions. Let's go. Reach over. Breathe out. If you find this too easy, guys, you can lift this up. Oh. I find it. I've got that in a minute. Remember, sole for the foot, flat, pull it up in to the bum. Good. Last round. Whew. Let's go. Peace. Patience. Good. Last one here. Sit up there, Sonora. My jacket. Oh, they might be in there then. Okay, on to the next one. So we're going to do a child's pose here. Okay, arms stretched right up. Hold through. Press up, down, back. Let's go. Hold through. So in a plank, press up. Try and stay as low as you can. If you can't get the knees off the floor, keep them down. Press up, down, back to child's pose. Deep breath in here. Hold the breath. Breathe out. Breathe in on the way back now. Breathe out here. So breathe in. Hold through. Breathe out. Breathe in. Hold, breathe out. Good. Needle, thread, and reach. Okay, so here, we're going to pop up, push through. Try to get your shoulder down, knock away, breathe out. Back to base, breathe up, reach. Knock away. Stretching from the front. Pop up. Climb up. Good. Back in. So, child's pose. Pull through. Reach out, fingers, hold through nice and long, and that plank up. Back to our needle thread and reach. Here we go. Breathe out, do the tension. Hold. 2, 1. Back up. Up. Good. Last round. And then we go into our decompression. Just 3 minutes. Let's go. Child's pose. Reach. Hold through. Stay low. Remember, guys, regress it with the knees on the floor. So completely different stimulus to what I've been training now the last 8 weeks. Lifting heavy weights, and this is just as hard. Back to needle thread and reach. Up, reach. Needle thread. Breathe out. Could even get the kids involved in this one, guys. We're done. Okay. So we're going into our decompression now. Okay, so it's just 3 minutes of work. So 1 minute on each one. Make sure that you finish with this now, right? So we're going to be doing a kneeling spine wave, child's pose with shoulder rotations, and then a shin bone switches. Okay, I'm just going to change the clock. So we got 1 minute on each one. No rest, go straight into the next one. So, kneeling spine wave first. You want to control your breathing. Let's go. Minute started. So, child's pose. Deep breath. Roll that spine. Drop in. Head up. Push it down. Deep breath in. Reverse. Into that angry catch. Drop into that child's pose. Roll the spine. Loosen up from the shoulders. Let the shoulder blades squeeze together. Good. So into our child's pose, shoulder rotations, guys. Arms out. All we're going to do is try to get our palms, thumbs over, and then go back the other way. Sink the bum still. Nice and low into the heels. Concentrate on your breathing. Good. Okay, last one, shin bone switches, guys. I find very difficult. So we're going to have one foot behind, one leg in front. Now sit up. Okay, so now we're going to switch to the other side. If we can do it without holding onto the floor, even better. Okay, so we're going to shin bone switch. This is what I find difficult. My knees, my hips are tight. Try to be as upright as you can. Switch. Really feel that in my hip. Doing a lot of heavy squatting. Lunging. So, okay. Done. So you're back with me tomorrow, guys, for some upper body and core. So what I will ask you to grab, right, these are perfect, 2 litre bottles, or if you've got anything in the house that weighs the same, so we're going to do in some shoulder work with some, I think they're around about 2.5 kilos, if I remember the last time of lockdown. We're going to use these, so I'm going to have 2 of these, so we can get 2 bottles. In the house, you might have some bleach bottles, whatever. But you need obviously 2 litre bottles that you can hold on to. And I'll show you some matrix sets. so that we can get a nice burn in the shoulders. So it's all upper body, so the kettlebell and some core work. Obviously I hope you enjoyed it. I know it's a little bit different to what we normally do with our high intensity stuff, but again guys, overtraining, things like this can't get overlooked. So sometimes you just need to make yourself accountable and get it done yourself. So if you can, obviously if you want to write some of that stuff down and work on it, it's definitely something that I really enjoyed in the summer through the last lockdown. I do love learning new things and obviously trying to push them on to you guys. So I nearly burnt nearly 400 calories. So there we go, and we're staying in that zone, that fat burning zone. Sometimes we can get past that zone into our cardio, we're not burning fat, which I think a lot of people get so hooked up on their Fitbits and where they are. So you need to be around about 120, 140, 145, stay in that zone, which we pretty much was throughout that whole session. So good. Well done. I'll just save this video, guys, and I'll try and put this up on YouTube as well. The only problem we're having on YouTube is I think it needs to be verified for 90 days that we've got 1,000 members, which is a pain in the arse, I know. But again, it's only a short break, this, so anything to keep us tied over. And obviously I know Todd and the guys are putting some workouts in, including myself, so stick ticking over. You don't have to go mad. Stay true to your diet. Get out and walk. Well, it's been rain this morning. I think it really come through. So, well done. I'm waffling again. I will see you tomorrow at 9:30. Upper body and core.